Mental health awareness. Let's bring change to mind. In light of raising awareness, we have compiled a selection of some powerful mental health quotes. We hope to be comforting and encouraging on those particularly trying days that may be more difficult than others. Your present circumstances don't determine where you go, they merely determine where you start. Need a cubine. Anyone can be affected, despite their level of success or their place on the food chain. In fact, there is a good chance you know someone who is struggling with it, since nearly 20% of American adults face some form of mental illness in their lifetime. So why aren't we talking about it? Kristen Bell. Slow breathing is like an anchor in the midst of an emotional storm. The anchor won't make the storm go away, but it will hold you steady until it passes. Russ Harris. Be dedicated to change the way in which people see mental illness at all levels of society. If not for yourself, advocate for those who are struggling in silence. Germany Kent. You don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. Dan Millman. And still, I rise. Maya Angelou. Deep breathing is our nervous system's love language. Dr. Lauren Fogel Mercy. There is a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. Leonard Cohen. It is not the bruises on the body that hurt. It is the wounds of the heart and the scars on the mind. Aisha Mirza. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. Noam Shpancer, Ph.D. Not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves. Henry David Thoreau. You are not your illness. You have an individual story to tell. You have a name, a history, a personality. Staying yourself is part of the battle. Julian Seifter. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Albus Dumbledore. Vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they're never weakness. Brené Brown. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it isn't so. Lemony Snicket. Promise me you'll always remember, you're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh. Just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. Lisa Oliveira. There is hope, even when your brain tells you there isn't. John Green. I cannot stand the words "get over it." All of us are under such pressure to put our problems in the past tense. Slow down. Don't allow others to hurry your healing. It is a process, one that may take years, occasionally, even a lifetime, and that's okay. Bo Taplin. Self-care is how you take your power back. Layla Delia. My dark days made me strong. Or maybe I already was strong, and they made me prove it. Emery Lord. There is no normal life that is free of pain. It's the very wrestling with our problems that can be the impetus for our growth. Fred Rogers. Positive vibes only isn't a thing. Humans have a wide range of emotions and that's okay. Molly Barr, LMHC. You don't have to be positive all the time. It's perfectly okay to feel sad, angry, annoyed, frustrated, scared and anxious. Having feelings doesn't make you a negative person. It makes you human. Laurie Deschene. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. This feeling will pass. The fear is real but the danger is not. Cami McGovern. Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. Thich Nhat Hanh. Even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from there. Stephen Chbosky. You are valuable just because you exist. Not because of what you do or what you have done, but simply because you are. Max Lucado. There is no standard normal. Normal is subjective. There are 7 billion versions of normal on this planet. Matt Haig. Women have to take the time to focus on our mental health, take time for self, for the spiritual, without feeling guilty or selfish. The world will see you the way you see you, and treat you the way you treat yourself. Beyoncé. The best way out is always through. Robert Frost. We are not our trauma. We are not our brain chemistry. That's part of who we are, but we're so much more than that. Sam J. Miller. Your mental health is everything, prioritize it. Make the time like your life depends on it, because it does. Mel Robbins. If we start being honest about our pain, our anger, and our shortcomings instead of pretending they don't exist, then maybe we'll leave the world a better place than we found it. Russell Wilson. Mental health problems don't define who you are. They are something you experience. You walk in the rain and you feel the rain, but you are not the rain. Matt Haig. What mental health needs is more sunlight, more candor, and more unashamed conversation. Glenn Close. Being able to be your true self is one of the strongest components of good mental health. Dr. Lauren Fogel Mercy. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap but by the seeds that you plant. Robert Louis Stevenson. Sometimes the people around you won't understand your journey. They don't need to, it's not for them. Joubert Bota. I am not afraid of storms for I am learning how to sail my ship. Louisa May Alcott. Sometimes self-care is exercise and eating right. Sometimes it's spending time with loved ones or taking a nap. And sometimes it's watching an entire season of TV in one weekend while you lounge around in your pajamas. Whatever soothes your soul. Nanaya Hoffman. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. While these sayings may help alleviate some of what you're feeling, if you are in search for someone to talk to or helpful resources, there are a few guides, including how to find a therapist, expert-recommended therapy apps and online support groups. We do hope you have found these inspirational quotes inspiring. We thank you for watching and subscribe to HGCF Serenity for more. And don't forget to like and share if you know of someone who would like to, or even need to see our video.